Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Rita's Book Club. This week I'm reviewing The Ministry of Time by Kaliane Bradley. When I was making my TBR for the new year, I found this book on the Goodreads voting list and the cover kind of pulled me in. Afterward, I looked into what the book was about and I was really intrigued. In the near future, a civil servant is offered the salary of her dreams and is shortly afterward told what the projects she will be working on. Recently established government ministry is gathering expats from across history to establish whether time travel is feasible for the body but also for the fabric of space-time. She is tasked with working as a bridge, living with assisting and monitoring the expat known as 1847 or Commander Graham Gore. As far as history is concerned, Commander Gore died on Sir John Franklin's doomed 1845 expedition to the Arctic, so is a little disorientated to be living with an unmarried woman who regularly shows her calves, surrounded by outlandish concepts such as washing machines, Spotify, and the collapse of the British Empire. But within an episode for Discovery, a 7-day cigarette habit and the support of a charming and chaotic cast of fellow expats, he soon adjusts. Over the next year, what the bridge initially thought would be, at best, a horrifically uncomfortable roommate dynamic evolves into something much deeper. By the time the true shape of the ministry's projects comes to light, the bridge has fallen haphazardly, fervently in love with consequences she never could have imagined. Forced to confront the choices that brought them together, the bridge must finally reckon with how and whether she believes what she does next can change the future. Got to be honest and admit that I was pleasantly surprised with this book. I was very intrigued by the summary because it felt like a mix of genres like of time travel, romance, spy thriller, and weirdly comedy. But the other kind of made it work. I was very interested not only in the building romance but on the mystery of it all. I felt like the author tried to take us along the female main character. She finds things aren't as okay as she expected, but I think that us as readers are able to see the clear signs way too soon. I was reading it and questioning why she wasn't seeing through all the things that were happening on the story. So that frustrated me a little bit but I kind of forgave it because she was trusting the system. Nevertheless, I found it really interesting the way the author was able to bring real life people into the characters. She made her research and constructed the time travel aspect of the book really well. The world building was very well done, and I was obsessed with the expats and the way they were learning about the modern world. I think it was really easy to develop the story, especially with Graham being the center of it all, and the other expats being pulled into him. Margaret and Arthur were my favorites, though. I loved them so much, and I loved the involvement in the story and how important they really were to the plot. Just wish we had more about their backstory because they were so interesting. In fact, I wish we had more of them in the modern world. And because they really brought an amazing humor to the book, especially in certain moments where it felt the author was having a bit of trouble with moving things along. As I said before, I was a bit frustrated with the female main character that really has no name in the book, but I also liked how her relationship was building with Graham. I think they were really good together and she had her own issues to work through, but I think this whole experience made her grow and see the world and her own heritage from a different perspective. And I really liked Graham. He was a man out of his time, and even though he said or did some things that weren't okay in the modern world, he was trying to keep up with things, to see them differently, and I thought that was very good for him, especially since we are also getting little chapters about his life in the Arctic expedition, and we are seeing two sides of him and trying to deal with being brought back and the people that he knew died. Honestly, it's one of those books that pleasantly surprised me in a good way. It was definitely interesting to explore such a wide range of genres in just one book. As well as if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at ritasbookclub for more content. Thanks for watching and see you next week. Happy readings.